Come on. Oh crap. Too close. Ah!
Yay!
Hi.
Logan, say I did it!
You want to put it back? No. Oh. Hi. Why do you always try to eat me? So as you can see, this is not in my office at home. I'm actually waiting in my car because I have an appointment in about 28 minutes. Just kind of getting some footage shot. I realized that we're about 3 videos in now and I haven't actually introduced myself. You've learned a lot of stuff about me in the TMI tag. You know, you've met Logan in the second video. You've learned what the channel's about in the channel trailer, but yet you don't even know who I am. My name is Luke. Now you know who I am. My full name's Luke Goldstein, and you can look me up online. There's lukegoldstein.com, because I've been a writer for a long time as well, and other projects and stuff, so you can actually look there. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about the fact that where I'm at, both mentally and physically, I guess, where I'm waiting to go into for my appointment is actually a group therapy session. I was wondering whether or not to actually put this up, and especially because this channel and this project is so new, it might be a little early to try to throw that kind of information at you, but I also feel like this is really important because I want to get across a point about stigma and about shame and how that's holding so much of our society back. It's holding so many of us back from really doing what we need to do for ourselves and to make the world kind of a better place. You know, one of the things that gets lost, as many things do in politics and the political debate, one of the things that really gets lost specifically in the gun control debate, when you hear people who are defending the rights of gun owners, and that's fine, there's some very respectable viewpoints on there, and there's people who are talking about gun violence, and there's very respectable views there. They often try to yell louder than the other people about their own viewpoint, and the problem is they're forgetting about the one thing that they do actually both talk about a lot, is the lack of institutional help for people with mental health problems, and the fact that it's so stigmatized. People just don't talk about it. They don't talk about their problems, and they really see themselves as broken and that there's something wrong with them. As my therapist would say, I need to talk about this from the I perspective. So let's say I would feel shame, or I did feel shame for quite a while about going to therapy and about seeing a psychiatrist and being on medication because I thought that there was something wrong with me. There were 2 things that kind of convinced me otherwise, which was, one, if you break your arm, you break your knee, you have a headache, you go to a doctor. You're not ashamed of it. You don't go around hiding the fact that you broke your arm or hiding the fact that you got bronchitis. You don't walk into your office and be shamed about it. But yet our brains are the same thing. It's just another muscle in our body. And sometimes people's brains might not produce the same chemicals that give us certain reactions, that give us certain abilities to handle certain situations. For me, personally, I suffer from depression that is much more acute in situational circumstances, but it is an overall diagnosis for me. And also I suffer from anxiety, which again would be kind of, I imagine it's kind of an odd thing to be someone who suffers from anxiety and then start up a YouTube channel. But for me personally, this is actually kind of part of my therapy. It's part of something about getting me to come out of my own shell, to be more comfortable with who I am. Yes, like I said earlier, I am on medication as well. Again, there's a stigma to that too. Not even just seeking therapy, finding someone to talk to, but there's stigma to actually taking medication. You must be crazy. You must be literally out of your mind to be on some sort of medication that takes you down or keeps you from flipping out and killing people, which is not what my medication's about. It's not the kind of issues that I deal with. When my psychiatrist first told me, he's like, yes, we've looked over your file, we've talked to you, we've had our session, so yes, we do recommend that you go on a certain low level of medications and kind of see how you feel on it. See if that balances out your mood swings, see if that balances out your depression. And I was a little worried. I mean, the first thing I asked him was, how long do I have to deal with this shame of being on medication? I didn't phrase it to him that way, obviously, and he kind of looked at me, he's like,
you're on it as long as you need to be.
And, I said, well, I'm obviously gonna use it for a while, but I want to know when would be a safe time to kind of wean off of it, or at least give it a test try after things had settled down, because I kind of started all the therapy and the psychiatry right after Logan was born, and his birth was not easygoing. It was not smooth. It really kind of just shattered me. Everything about that situation screwed up my internal world. It's taken me a while to get back to normal which I feel like I'm really at. I feel like I'm really getting there, and actually better than normal. I think that the therapy has gotten me to push past things that I hadn't even noticed my whole life from when I was a child, breaking down those walls to really become the best version of me that I can be, which I think is everybody's goal. I think that should be everybody's goal. But anyway, back to the psychiatrist, and he said, when I asked him how long I needed to be on the medication, he looked at me and he said, your dentist tells you to brush your teeth every day. You brush it every day, and you do it for the rest of your life because it's good for your teeth. If this medication is good for your brain because of the way it works, it's good for you, then you take it. That's it. Oh, wow, yeah, it does kind of like, why am I treating this differently? So yeah, that's been a real exploration for me. Now that I've got a little bit of a voice on YouTube and out to all of you people, I feel like I want to put out good messages. I want to put out positive energy and really kind of talk to people about things that we all kind of deal with in time. One of the first things I can do from my perspective is really to try to help people and help you guys understand that there's really no stigma. There's really no shame to seeking therapy, to finding someone to talk to. If need be, finding a psychiatrist that can help you with medication as well. If your problems are something that is really hampering your life, is really hindering you from living life, if you find that you are stuck in this dark place and you are just hiding in your house and hiding inside yourself for days on end, that's not healthy and that's not good for you. Really not good for the people around you as well, because they see you suffer. Sometimes they don't understand. You know, they might just think, hey, cheer the f*** up, whatever, get over it. People without depression don't understand that it is absolutely easier said than done. Sometimes we need help to do that. That's me. That's where I'm at. Physically, that's actually where I'm at, waiting to go into therapy. But, you know, it's kind of funny. You might think, how could you possibly be depressed when you get to come home to this?
Yeah. It's Bat Baby! Yeah. Oh, Jesus. You need... Bat Baby claims another victim.
Yeah.
For justice. Na 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 na. Oh God, that was on my junk.
I know. It's kind of shocking that you could even think you could be less than ecstatic and just bubbling over with joy every time that happens. And believe me, I have the best support system in the world, both professionally and with friends and family. I'm lucky. I know I'm lucky to have this help, and that these people are open to me. They've opened themselves up to me to be available to let me talk to them about this and not feel shamed. And that's really something that I wish for all of you. I wish for everybody, because it can only get better. If you do need help, if you need something like that, please go look for it. Go find it and just be honest with yourself. You know what? I'll put a link below to one of my favorite charities that I've actually been a fan of way before I even was diagnosed with depression myself, but I was always a big fan of them, and they're called To Write Love on Our Arms. They're a company that was based on a mission about helping people, especially teens, with depression and suicide and self-harm. Check them out. They're awesome, and they make amazingly cool shirts and stuff. Thanks again for listening. Stay tuned for the show. I'm hoping to get up my first episode on Sunday. I'm really excited about the plans that I'm making, really excited about where this is going. Keep an eye out. Should be coming soon. I'll talk to you guys soon. Come on. Oh crap. Too close. Ah!
Yay!
Hi.